Hello, and welcome to R&B Sports.
Today we will be reflecting on a crazy 2019 NBA playoffs and making finals predictions. Then later we will make more predictions on the 2020 NBA season.
Round 1. Going back to round 1, probably the most fun series to watch was the Bucks and the Pistons.
Even though the Bucks swept the Pistons 4 to nothing, it was still fun to watch the games.
In reflection on the series, Blake Griffin was out most of the games, while Giannis played like an MVP. Vote now.
Moving on, the Celtics also swept the Pacers 4 to nothing. Even though the Pacers played very well and put up a good fight, the Celtics always seemed to clutch up.
Alright, all the other games were close, unlike the Bucks and Pistons.
We also need to remember that the Pacers were without Victor Oladipo.
I think the Pacers would have won if they would have had Victor Oladipo.
Moving on to the series between the Raptors and the Magic.
Magic took game 1, and everyone thought the Magic could pull it out. But a big fight back from Kawhi Leonard put the Raptors to pull it out 4-1.
Finally, in the Eastern Conference is the 76ers and the Nets. There was a lot of drama between Ben Simmons and Jared Dudley. He said that Simmons can't shoot, and then there was a social media outrage. But overall, the 76ers took care of business, beating the Nets 4-2.
In the Western Conference, we have the Warriors and the Clippers. In 2 games, the Clippers made the biggest comeback in playoff history, coming back by 31 points down. But the Warriors ended up winning the series 4-2.
Now to cover the Thunder and the Blazers. Overall, the Blazers won 4-1 on a buzzer beater from Damian Lillard. Now, people think that the Thunder are bad because of their performance wasn't the best people have ever seen.
Also, the Rockets and Jazz played in round 1. The Rockets ended up dominating the series 4-1. That was when Harden didn't have a bleeding eye.
The most competitive series of the first round was the Spurs and the Nuggets. They went to a Game 7 with the Nuggets pulling it out. It seemed that it was back and forth.
Now we go to round 2, starting with the Bucks and Celtics. The Celtics took game 1, making fans think the Celtics could beat the Bucks. Then it was all Bucks from there, taking all 4 games after that and winning 4-1. Now questions rise with Irving's free agency this offseason.
On paper, the best matchup of the playoffs was the Raptors and 76ers. It lived up to the hype going to a Game 7 in Toronto with Kawhi Leonard hitting a triple bouncing buzzer beater to win 90-92.
Ooh. Western Conference, we have the Rockets and Warriors. Warriors started off fast, winning 2 games. Then when they went back to Houston, then the Rockets won 2. Then the Warriors, doing Warriors things, ended up winning the series 4-2.
A lot of people thought that the Trailblazers could put up a fight and maybe even advance, but without Durant, the Warriors still managed to pull through and sweep the Trailblazers 4 games to nothing.
Easiest way to describe the Bucks and the Raptors is the Bucks disappointed me. They were up 2-0. Then they hardcore choked, losing 4 straight games, losing in 6 games. Let's just say Drake is hyped. So for the finals predictions, we have the Warriors winning in 6 against the Toronto Raptors. Because if KD and Cousins come back, though I don't think the Raptors stand a chance.
Now that we have recapped the playoffs, here are the off-season predictions.
We know the order of the picks, with the New Orleans Pelicans having number 1, the Memphis Grizzlies having the number 2, and the Knicks having the 3rd pick.
It is expected that Zion Williamson will be drafted to the New Orleans Pelicans, with Anthony Davis potentially leaving. The Pelicans might not have an ideal start to the 2020 season.
Then we may have a potential trade with AD going to the Celtics.
We also have Jimmy Butler potentially going to the Los Angeles Lakers, and then the 76ers signing Kemba Walker with the money they gained from Butler's departure.
Then Kawhi Leonard goes to the Clippers on a max contract, while DeMarcus Cousins leaves the Warriors and joins the Raptors.
Those are our predictions for the 2020 NBA season.
This was an episode on reflecting and looking to the future. See
See
you
ya.
later. Peace.